Hello everyone, this is Maureen and I am here to show you the progress on one of my mosaics that I am making for 2025. Now this week I worked on the Aztec blanket and I'm going to remind you of the pattern and what it looks like, so I'll be dropping it here for you right now. There is a link for you down in the description box if you wish to go and purchase the pattern. I have excuse me, truly enjoyed working on this. I think one of the reasons is because I really love the colors that I chose for it. I was able to get to row 45 out of 74, so I'm making good progress. Now once I get finished with the pattern, I will go on to repeat it 2 more times because I want it to be a little bit bigger than just a lap gan. It's not a full-size blanket. It might fit, you know, on a twin size because I did not go beyond what the pattern called for. But I am really happy with its width. But like I said, I'm probably gonna at least do 3, and who knows, I might add even just a little bit more, but we'll have to wait and see whenever it gets to that point. So let me go ahead and show you my progress. Now I'm going to fold it for you. No, Lacey, no. Sorry folks, she sees the garbage man outside, and so I may have to stop this here in just a moment if she decides to let out her bark. But anyway, here is the pattern. I have folded it in half so that you can see most of it and what it looks like. There she is. Isn't she pretty? And as you can tell from up here on the pattern that I am now decreasing. It makes a beautiful diamond shape. And whenever you look at the edge of the blanket, it shows only half. So what you have actually is half of this pattern design on both ends, and then you have 2 complete pattern designs here in the middle. So like I said, as far as the width is concerned, it probably would, you know, fit across the width of a twin size bed, which is fine. And then like I said, I'll probably repeat the pattern 3 more times to give it 4 really nice pattern repeats, or I guess you'd say that's 3 pattern repeat, right? The original and then 3 more. Yes. So there is a link, like I said, for you down in the description box on not only the Aztec blanket, but for the others that I'm working on as well. Now, you also know that I've been working on the Luck of the Draw number 10. That was sponsored, or I should say is sponsored by Mama Swift's channel, and that is also down in the description box for you. And we had number 10 last week. So I've got all my squares done, but I've had a little mishap, folks, and I don't know how it happened, why I didn't catch it way sooner, but I'm going to have to recrochet 3 of my draws, and let me show you why. I have 2 different size squares here, folks, and no, it's not because one is stretched and the other is not. I think what happened is I'm using an eye hook for this square, and so for 7 of my squares they are made with the eye hook. Yes, sorry, I don't have all my ends in yet. But I must have picked up my G+ hook because they're both the same color. And I knew better than to have both colors out at the same time. But I did because I wanted this G+ for a hat project that I'm working on. So I must have picked it up by mistake without looking at the size on it. Yep. And so I have 3 that are this size, which I'll find something to do with them later on. I'll probably go back and pick just those 3 colors and make the make maybe a baby blanket or something, you know, to go with it. But there is just no amount of stretching that I can do to get this to be the same size as this one that was made with the eye. See, I just can't stretch it out to get there. So it's going to be a little bit before I get this blanket totally finished, but I do have all of them, the other 7, with their single crochet border so that I can start matching them up together. But just, you know, silly little mistakes like that, and all because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. So yeah, but you know what, like I said, it's an easy fix. It'll just give me another blanket to make, and who knows, I might put it over there in the pile for extra, not extra, but for an already finished blanket, and somebody will just get, no, I don't want to do that. I wanted everybody to have their own design blanket. Well, like I said, these squares are not going to go to waste because, number one, I love the stitch pattern. It is one that is made by Mama Swift, Trisha, who did the Luck of the Draw for us, number 10, and it is called the Sweet Marshmallow Stitch. And I believe also down there in the excuse me, description box, I will check whenever I get through recording this to make sure that there is a tutorial for you to go and look at, because our good friend Jax from Creations by Jax did do a tutorial on it, so that those of you that wanted to use it could use it. So I'll make sure that that link is down there for you as well. All right, now you know that I put my calendar blanket on hold for a week. So my intention this next week is to work on that beautiful calendar blanket. I'm bound and determined to figure out where my fupa is, and if it means I have to start February all over again, then that's what I'll do. I'll just pull out the yarn and start it again and see what's going on. But I am not going to let those 2 little extra stitches cause me to shut down. So anyway, I do hope to have that up and at least February finished, so I can get on to March, then April, and then hopefully, you know, at least by June, be caught up to June so I can be right on track. All right, that's all I have for you today. Let me say thank you so much for popping in and seeing my progress on these blankets. I do greatly appreciate your time. Be sure on your way out, if you didn't do it on the way in, to hit that little thumb and share this out. There might be somebody else out there that would like to see the progress on one of these blankets. So until next time, folks, please always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they're waiting to see. I love you guys. Bye.